Welcome to SPAD 401. This is going to be a quick course, quick semester. We are going to be May 11th through June 1st, so it's going to go by very fast. This introduction is to just give you a little bit of familiarity with the course itself and sort of how to navigate the class. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. The first thing I want to note to you is the syllabus. So please take a look at this syllabus and make sure that you're aware of some of my expectations and policies and procedures. For this particular class, it's really important to get things turned in on time. There are a lot of little assignments, so it's going to seem like there's a lot of assignments, but they're all small assignments. This class is the professional development class, the pre-internship class. So it's designed to sort of prep you for your hopefully internship in either this summer and or your internship in the fall or next spring. I will chat a little bit more about anybody who has any interest in a summer internship. We are doing a couple of different virtual internship options this summer, and we also have an internship substitution class. So if you have some interest in that, it's a micro project based internship. You might want to contact me and we can talk a little bit further about that internship opportunity if you have any interest in that. But some expectations, this semester, it's not too big of a deal because this is the only class I'm teaching this Maymester. So it's helpful though if you say I'm referencing SPAD 401 so that I know that you're talking about this course. I do have some pretty strict deadlines and due dates, and also late policy for this class. And that, again, it's only because it's such a short time frame that I want to make sure that you get your stuff turned in on time and that you're not falling behind. Because once you fall behind in this class, it's really going to be hard to catch up and to be successful. So I'm going to scroll down. This is some discussion board expectations. The discussion boards in this course are not as difficult as you might see in some other classes, but I want to make sure that when you are responding to your classmates that you're adding substantive information and not just saying, oh, I agree with Sally. And so really think about what your answers are to the questions that I'm posing for you in those discussion boards, and also think critically about the things that your classmates are posting and how you can add to the conversation with some more critical thought. As far as the lecture presentations are concerned, they're all reading. So you won't see me giving you a lecture. It's a written lecture with some content within, but you do have to review all of the lecture in order to receive the points, and they do have points associated with them. So if you don't review 100% of the lecture, you won't get the points for the lecture presentations. And again, they're reading, they're click through, and I'll show you that. There's just some examples of some of the assignments here. And let me get down to the bottom here. So this class has a total of 206 points. You can see there are a lot of assignments, and we are on a basically 3.5-week schedule. And then there is a final exam at the end. So the nice thing about this syllabus, I think it makes it very clear, the things that are due, the date that they're due. So this week, which is our first week of class, everything is due on May 15th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So all of those the first modules assignments, and each week has 2 modules. So you're looking at basically several weeks of content in the 1 week. So it's, again, going to feel like a lot of work. But if we were in a face-to-face class, this first week here would be about 3.5-ish weeks of class. So think about it like that. So we're establishing a career direction, getting started. We're going to work on resumes, effective communication, building our personal brand and interviewing, social awareness, and then of course elevator pitch and interviewing. I do want to say that some of the content within this course because it's been designed pre-COVID-19, might be like professionalism requires the appropriate handshake and introduction or greeting. So I'm hopeful that we'll all be back to some sense of normal, and that will be still our standard practice. But just take that into consideration when you're going through this content, that it was developed pre-COVID. With that said, I hope you're all doing really well and feeling safe in the environment that we're currently in. If you're not, please let me know. I also, let me go, here I am again. I also want to just walk through the content. Hold on one second, let me stop my screen share for a second. And get to the class. So there's a couple ways that you can get to the course itself. There's a couple ways you can get to the course itself, so I'm going to show this to you. One second while I get to my screen share. So the course content, it doesn't have the typical thing that you would see over here on the side where it says assignments or due dates. You can get to the course information by going to the syllabus and then getting started. There's a picture of me, some of my course expectations, and at the very bottom you can begin the course. Or you can go straight over here to course content and it'll take you directly to this page. So as you can see, everything is per week, and it's basically a Monday through, this is Monday through Friday, this is Saturday through Wednesday, this is Monday, I don't have my dates sitting in front of me, my May date's sitting in front of me. But again, because it's so quick, make sure you're paying attention to the due dates and the deadlines. Just look at these for a second. My calendar. If I click on May 11th and May 15th, we have two modules in here. So module 1 is the starting line. Module 2 is establishing a career direction. Both of these things are all due on May 15th, the assignments. So if we click on module 1, we have what is our target. We read through here. It's basically kind of our identifying what our goals are in this particular module. Your first discussion forum is to introduce yourself so we can kind of get to know each other. I looked through the roster and I know most of you, but there's a few of you that I haven't had in class before. Then we'll do an internship experience overview, which is, this is one of those lectures that you have to review the entire lecture before you get the points. You don't have to do it in order. I would advise you to do it in order because it'll make sense that way. But you do have to go through the entire lecture. Here's another professional development lecture content. And then an introduction to our LinkedIn assignment and our Teamwork Online assignment. And then here's where you would submit that assignment. So again, there's not the normal assignment submission on the side. The assignment submissions are embedded within the modules. So sometimes that's a little confusing. So you'll do your, and then there's an internship search assignment, a 16 personalities assignment, a SWOT analysis assignment. This is the discussion of it. This is the actual submission spot. And then it takes you here directly onto module 2, discussing what our target is for module 2, another lecture, career and personality, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so again, it is going to seem fast and it's going to seem like a lot of content. If you're not sure that this class is paced in a way that you can keep up, you might want to consider taking it during the normal semester. I will offer this again in the fall semester, and it would be much easier to take it in the fall because this class is going to move really, really, really quickly. So I think that's all that I have. If you have any questions, you might get a couple of Zoom videos from me only because there's no actual lectures of me embedded in this particular fast-paced course. So I might send you a few videos just to say hello and check in to make sure everybody's doing okay. My email address is rgpres01@louisville.edu. Please email me if you have any questions. I'm going to be available pretty much Monday through Friday. And I'm happy to help if you have any concerns regarding the course or any other concerns. Okay, I look forward to speaking with you and reading all about you in the upcoming Introduce Yourself discussion board. And I'm looking forward to a great semester.